Hi Scorpio, welcome to Storytime with Tarot. I'm here to do you a monthly reading for the month of September. Okay, the screen looks small. Okay, the screen looks small. We've got Mr. Maintenance Guy outside. I felt like I wanted to say he might just buzz off in a moment. Okay. I just had to get a little wasp out of the house. So a lot flying around. Is there a lot flying around for you, Scorpio, in September? Let's have a look. The screen looks small. What's wrong with your vision then? Okay, it's 1414. It's a bit of a mirror. Going to give me a story. Ten of Spring, carrying the burden. Ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So there's a feminine here who could do with having some fun, letting her hair down. She's got no shoes on, so she's barefooted here. I feel like connecting with nature, even though she's kind of on concrete. So this is a girl who needs to let her hair down, have some fun. She's carrying a lot of weight. You've got a lot of distraction. I've got my washing machine on as well. We'll keep going. Okay, so if your vision's small, it means that you're not seeing, like, you're not having much of an imagination when it comes to, like, visualising. This is kind of like, I'm not going to say wanting some drama in your life, but this feminine definitely wants some adventure. She needs some adventure added to her life. Ask for help from others. So this feminine is not receiving any support from others. All work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So this one here could do with an injection of fun. Feels like she's just connecting with spirit here. Let's have a look at this feminine's challenge. Six of Spring. So she's working on her work, very focused on her work life. Recognition and reward. It says wonderful news is on its way, so she's putting in the hard graft. With the Ten of Spring here, which is the Ten of Wands, that's about carrying, kind of, do I want to say the weight of the world? No, just carrying your passion on your shoulder. This is about, as you can see here, we've got a lovers. We've got a lovers. That's the challenge. Not having someone by her side. Okay. So a feminine, weighed down by a lot of responsibilities. She would really love to ask for help. She would like some assistance. She's doing all this work because she knows where it's going to get her in the long run. And then the challenge is the lovers. So wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. So that's what this feminine's challenge is working on her own self-worth. Because there isn't a partner in the scene, that's the challenge, the lovers. True love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart and a return to good health. So it feels like this feminine needs an injection of love as well into her life. It is coming. It's like she's doing such a good job of standing strong. Okay. Just needs to remember her own worth. What's gone on in the past here? Now, seen as a challenge for the Six of Spring here, the Six of Wands, is wonderful news is on its way. It does feel very much as if this feminine, has been solo for a while. She could really do with like a clean break. Okay. She's definitely craving adventure. She's so focused on building herself up, keeping herself going. Smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. Why has it all gone kind of all blue in here all of a sudden? The lighting just changed dramatically then. And then we have the challenge of the lovers. True love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart and a return to good health. Let's look at the past energy. The Prince of Autumn. dependable, protective, chivalrous. Oh, I can never say this word. Chivalrous, humorous. Yeah, we can laugh at me with my words. Caution but wise action, meticulous detail, attention to detail, and kindness to others. So there's a masculine energy here. I actually feel like it's you, Scorpio. So you're observing someone that you know could do with an injection of love, adventure. Feels like you really want to come and whisk them away. Cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail and kindness to others. Humorous, do with injecting some. I feel like you could do with this injection as well. Let's look at the current energy. 9 of Spring. Protect the fruits of your labours. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead and environmental conservation. So this feminine has become quite guarded. And I feel that's why you're quite cautious about your next step towards this feminine. It's like ladybird, fly away home. So this feminine here, she's looking after her own needs. She's protecting the fruits of her labours. It does feel like she could be on edge because prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. So fully self-reliant or trying to be prepared for whatever the future may bring. Okay. Environmental conservation. And I've picked up on connecting with nature. Let's look into the future. 2 of Spring. Okay. So now we have, because it's very feminine. Sorry, it's very we're talking about a feminine, but behind the scenes it does feel like a very masculine energy. There's 2 masculines here preparing to turn this boat over and go on a voyage. Where to? I feel towards this feminine. You're on a leaf here, so I feel like it's in the autumn time. I feel like your plans are end of summer, beginning of autumn. I felt it was summer I know it's a spring card, but I felt it was a summer card with all the flowers still in bloom. It's like the change of the seasons here. Environmental conservation. So you're watching the weather. You're watching the weather. Whether I do, whether I don't, whether I do. Okay, conditions. The weather conditions. This feminine does very much feel as if she is a success in her own right. What's happening behind the scenes? The Queen of Autumn. That's the wife card. The mature, responsible, committed feminine. I feel like she's being prepared also. She's being prepared for whatever the future will bring, whether that is, I feel like you coming back into the scene, Scorpio, or whether that means she continues on alone. She knows her worth. So Queen of Autumn, behind the scenes, she is generous, stylish, gracious and practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful and meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So I feel like that's kind of like, if you want to say the last component, is for her to actually meet someone who can help your dreams come true. How are you feeling about this situation, Scorpio? For Spring, you're wanting the same, and I think there's a lot of spring here, and I don't feel that's anything to do with the season spring. I feel like this is ready to spring into action. You have the connection. It is a card of marriage, celebration. It says be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. And I feel as if you feel you can bring this. You're the provider of a peaceful, contented, happy life here. And you can bring this to this feminine. Whether the conditions are right, that's what you're a bit cautious about. Meticulous attention to detail, it's your timing. The Four of Spring, the Four of Wands. And I feel that that's what this is about, the lovers bringing this connection into action. How is this affecting others? It's quite a lot of cards there. The Five of Autumn, reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues. I actually feel like this is the feminine here. Ask for help from others, and I feel like she could be too proud to do that. All work and no play, but she's still giving here. With the Five of Autumn, that's about going through a transition, giving and receiving. Reach out to others for assistance. It's poor timing for a career change and feeling challenged by money issues. I'm not sure what you have here. I feel like you're the masculine figure here. What are you pulling out of your bag? You have some tricks in there. And I feel this is more of an energy of how this is affecting others. It's like you trying to take their mind off of money and challenges and kind of like the state of our world and turning it around and looking for adventure and fun and disco dancing for some reason. You go disco dancing. There's a poor timing for a career change. I feel like this is something that you'll do together. Partnering with others who share your dreams. Six of Autumn, now this is the card of balance. So I picked it up here though, the balance. I wouldn't normally say that with the Five of Autumn. I picked up on giving and receiving. Okay, so great progress being made. We're one step further here. The good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. And I feel this feminine, she's doing a lot of good. Okay, and that's going to come back to her. And that could be including you. The good you do comes back to you. And the Five of Spring. Now we've got some conflict here. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions. Feeling at odd with yourself. At odds. At odd. Odd even. Okay. Feeling at odds with yourself or others. Overly ambitious people. There's something here that you're taming. It's definitely about your approach, whether or not you actually approach this. About opposing goals arising from differing opinions. Are you on the same wavelength? Are you on the save wavelength? Because it feels very much it's about whether or not you save this connection. Can it be saved? Overly ambitious people. You might feel as if your dreams and goals, although it does say partnering with others who share your dreams, you might feel as if the feminine is very ambitious. She has high expectations. Do I say for herself and for her lover? It's definitely a commitment that you're going to have to consider. Cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. So it feels very much as if you're not serious, it wouldn't be very kind to kind of pop back into this feminine's life. But if you genuinely feel as if you can really perk her up, change her life, and in return it would change yours, the good you do comes back to you, it's kind of whether or not you're going to manifest this bright future. And I kind of picked up on the screen being quite small, so it's about expanding your creativity, your imagination. Well, let's have a look at the hopes or fears. I'm feeling like there's definitely a fear on your side here. I'm feeling as if you're considering that she might be too good to be true. And I mean that in a way, too good to be true to you. So actually your insecurities are coming in whether or not you can actually be a provider, whether you can step up to the plate. It's about you actually providing for this feminine. Okay, we've got a few cards. Two of Winter. This is your hopes or fears. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you, rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Aren't you? Okay, so here you are. Feels like the same little boy that was on the doorstep. Take him. This feminine's still offering this bread here, regardless of her challenges. Okay, so Two of Winter. Indecision is holding you back. The Three of Autumn. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, and I feel that's your concern. Can you really be the best? The best at being you for this feminine. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. And you need to expand your creativity here. We've got the Ten of Winter. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. This has been going round in your mind for quite a while. Do I, don't I? Are the weather conditions correct? Okay, well, there's a resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So there's this feeling that you want to know. And then we have the Princess of Summer. Gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced. So you know that she's on her own here, this feminine. She's gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced. So it's very much as if you can help her out. It's like you can give her some real good, beneficial tips and advice. She's inexperienced in some areas, and this is like kind of your opportunity to be able to step in and really help and support this feminine. Okay, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. So you do want to be this compassionate friend. I feel like you just want to offer her a hand. It feels very much as if, meeting up for a date, a get-together. Invitations to social events. I don't feel necessarily where you're both alone. I feel this is more in a social setting, the best you can kind of get nowadays. And I feel like you're going to be able to talk more professionally. It's like you need to have a proper talk. And you can't really do that when the two of you are just like alone. It does feel like being invited out. So it feels like taking a small step at a time. Because there's definitely a fear here of whether or not you make any move towards this feminine. Let's have a look at the outcome. The outcome is the Three of Spring. That's the card of manifestation. There are a lot of springs on my table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a lot of greens as well. There's 5 green cards. Okay. The Three of Spring. This is the outcome. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Those small baby steps. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. So your visions, you're quite short-sighted. Okay. Have patience. There are more good things to come. If you can expand your vision, your scope of vision that far. Satisfaction from a job well done. Stepping stones. Okay. Should we have a look and see what the unicorns would like to say? Alright, don't be snappy now. This situation needs to be resolved. This to and fro-in, it doesn't feel good on whether or not you should make any kind of move. You are gifted. You are very intelligent and talented. Yes, you are, Scorpio. You can go to like the inner, deepest depths of the intuition. You have a radar like no other. Okay. And you're good. You're good at transformation. Maybe a bit too good at it. Okay. It feels like there's some complacency here. You are gifted. It's all to do with this resolution and following your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. You're good at transforming, especially this death energy. Okay. You are gifted. Sounds like you need a bit of a reminder. This card wants you to know that you're very intelligent. Like a high-speed computer, you have the ability to learn and memorise a lot of material. You're especially gifted in finding out which topics interest you. And I want to say you're especially gifted at tapping into this feminine to know whereabouts she needs assistance and how you can assist. And help to transform not only this feminine's life, but your own and that of the world. Okay. You're especially gifted in finding out which topics interest you. You also have the gift of creativity. So where is it? You need to tap into it. With your wisdom and your ability to see things in a special way, you can be successful at almost anything. You have a different way of learning. So you may have had experiences in which you didn't feel you were smart. It's just a matter of figuring out how your mind works. For instance, do you think in pictures? If so, you'll need to learn material by seeing them in your mind's eye. Or do you tend to think in feelings? If so, you'll learn best by hearing emotional stories or by touching and feeling examples of what you're learning about. I feel like when you're with this feminine, you just want to touch her and learn more about her. I feel that's why the social setting is coming in. I just don't feel you're going to be able to keep your hands off of her, but actually you want to learn more. Okay. It's a funny world. I'm just looking at that humorous card. Funny situation. Okay. So, or do you tend to think in feelings? If so, you'll learn best by hearing emotional stories or by touching and feeling examples of what you're learning about. And I feel like you want to hear these stories. You're definitely tapping into your feeling energy here. You're feeling whether or not it's the right time. If people don't understand you, don't let it bother you. And Scorpios can be very much misunderstood. Okay, very mysterious. Deep, dark nature that you hold. But what's important is that you remember who you are. You're a Scorpio, a smart, wise, talented and gifted person. Although you may be different from other people, you have a lot to offer. Use your talents to help others. Finish any projects that you start and know that you're a gift to the world in many special ways. And this is some kind of project that needs, well, you started this. Come back and finish what you started. Don't leave me hanging on. And I feel that you may have left this feminine hanging on. And it's something that you need to resolve. You need to find some peace. Okay, within this situation. We're going to daily guidance from your angels. Let your past go, Scorpio. And I'm wondering whether or not you're feeling, has this feminine let the past go as well? Well, there's only one way to find out. And that depends whether or not the timing's right for you, and only you know that, Scorpio. The burdens of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. And I feel this feminine is just keeping the lessons and the love. She's learned a lot. She's being prepared here. Okay, let's end with an Oracle of the Fairies. Let's get you a final message for this September reading for you guys. a journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. Okay. Why do you need your passport? Why do I feel it's not to do with travelling, it's to do with getting married? It's like a form of identification. You've got some proof of identification you're bringing. Okay. Journey. You're trying to prove something to this feminine. And it feels about, you're having a good feel within, seeing what all these feelings are about. It feels about being in a position to be able to make a solid commitment to this feminine. And it feels like for life. Okay, so journey. It seems you may be about to embark on an exciting journey. So start packing your suitcase or backpack right away, but remember to travel light so you can easily be spontaneous, both with your physical journeys and with the journeys of your heart and being. Perhaps this is the right time to set out on an adventure of your own. You never know who you might meet. You might find yourself thinking about relocating or even moving to another country. It's worth signing up to low-cost travel websites to see what bargains appear, or go back to basics and just stick a pin in a map and travel there. Maybe you know someone who deserves a holiday or a day out. So I feel this is like the confusion. The journey is between your physical world and going within your heart and being. And it's like, well, do I just relocate? Do I just kind of, I don't know, move to another country and this will go away? Because there's definitely some resolution that you're seeking here to escape this. So it's either do I escape or do I actually go forth and offer this feminine a solid commitment? Okay, so perhaps this is the right time to set out on an adventure of your own. You never know who you might meet. You may find yourself thinking about relocating or even moving to another country. It's worth signing up to low-cost travel websites to see what bargains appear, or go back to basics and just stick a pin in a map and travel there. Maybe you know someone who deserves a holiday or a day out. You could take the initiative and invite them to join you on a fun-filled fairy journey. This card may also be telling you that your passport needs to be renewed. The Fairy of Travelling, pictured on this card, with a speedy hair, is telling you to prepare and be ready to take a leap of faith when the moment is right. It's a potentially super exciting time. It's potentially. Okay. It's a potentially super exciting time, full of fun as you venture into the wonderful unknown. It's also a chance to feel truly alive and surrender to your magical destiny, banishing any preconceived plans or expectations. This message may also relate to members of your family who are about to move or go on holiday. However it manifests, a journey is imminent. It might be near or far, or even an inner journey. But the main thing is that you're ready and willing. Okay. Scorpio, let's leave it there for you. That was a deep reading for September. Okay. I very much hope that you journey far and you kind of find your destination that you're kind of looking for at the moment. So you're looking to resolve some issues, Scorpio. And until we meet again, take care. Much love. Bye for now.